Hello, Leo. How are you? I love you so much. Okay. So, this reading here, this message, you're going to know that this message is for you because there is this explosion of your psychic gifts, of your psychic abilities here. It's like I could feel it when I was getting ready to sit down to do this reading. Okay, I just recorded a different one before and I was like taking a break and I was going to be done, and spirit was like, no, you're not done. There was like this explosion of psychic energy here. You could really relate to Bruno from Encanto, okay? Or there was a way that now you're relating to Bruno from Encanto, and you could be looking at your life, at your past differently. There could be moments that flash in your mind and realizing that when you were a child and this happened, this time that happened, and you just like said something weird and then the energy was weird. You went somewhere and you just didn't feel right and you thought like you were making a bigger deal out of something than you should have been. You're kind of realizing now, all of these little moments, that it was actually your psychic gifts showing up. Okay. And popping in here and there, popping in here and there. Some of you may have touched something, and you touch something and then you see things, okay? You could touch an object and you just know things, all of these things, or you experience this intense sensation throughout your body because you're getting within your body psychic messages. I'm seeing some of you, a lot of hospital trips that you went to the ER, you went here, you went there, and they could never find anything wrong with you. There's a added message here. If you have never broken a bone, there's like an added message here for you. You've had really weird, mysterious injuries that you have recovered from in ways that people cannot explain. Some of you 100% are star seeds, okay? And you could feel this. You could very much so relate to this. I just felt this energy of the brakes going out. You could watch a movie where the brakes go out, or you could hear of somebody's brakes going out. Something wrong with your brakes. Like if your brake light goes on, like pay attention to that. But I'm not seeing anything like scary, okay? So just, you know, yeah. There is this energy of having to leave, having to separate yourself. You could have been called to move somewhere else, and you're like, why did I even move there? you know and there was a separation from your family that had to happen, and you may not even realize why, and now maybe you're piecing together exactly why this took place. You could have been called, you just like moved somewhere and you lived there for a little bit, and then you ended up moving back, or you ended up moving somewhere else, or you ended up moving with somebody, and you're like, I didn't even really love this person. Why did I do this here? And there could be situations or things that you're realizing, okay, I'm getting a lot of information right now. So I'm just going to try to navigate this here. Your psychic gifts are going to become too powerful to hide. I feel like that's what this is. That's what this is saying. Your psychic gifts are going to help you in your life. They're now going to work for you. So where you're not going to have to work, and I'm seeing a turtle here. The turtle is very, very interesting because, you know, the turtle, we see the turtle as moving very, very slow, but the reason the turtle can move so slow is because their work, their movement is spiritual. So in this 3D reality, they don't have to move very fast. They can live on land, they can live in the water, their house can be on their back, they're at home wherever they are. So there is a certain amount of protection that you're learning to put up, to pull in your aura, to protect it. And your movements in this world are going to be very slow. You're not going to have to work very hard. You're not going to have to struggle with this, struggle with that situation here. There is this energy of your energetic work, your psychic, the way that you use your spiritual power is going to set the stage for you. Your energy is going to get there before you get there and make the environment work for you wherever you go. And this is why the turtle can move as slow as they can. So it's very interesting. It's the way that you move in a way. And when you embody such love in a way, there has been a lot of different cultures. The feminine energy has really been coming out. So if you're masculine, that's fine. This is just about you using your feminine energy, and the spirituality is feminine energy, right? And balancing it with the masculine, where the masculine is going to take a back seat and the feminine energy is taking over. And this is preparing things for you wherever you go in this physical world. There's very small movements, very simple little things that you say. It has such a profound impact here on things. You could have been very pulled to move away. Now Spirit's taking me back to this, and the reason for that is there is a time where you have to break away from what is your norm. And you can go right back to it and live right back there. But some of you had to move around and not go back. It doesn't really matter which one you are, if you left and you did come back, or if you moved around a lot. But there is something here about that. And like Elsa left, right? Bruno from Encanto, Elsa from Frozen, I should specify. They have intense psychic powers. They had to leave everything that they knew. But Bruno was just in the walls, right? He didn't get that far. So it doesn't really matter how far you went, but there is this energy of separation here. A strong energy of separation here. Oh wow, you have the Hermit here. So there is this energy of coming back from a spiritual journey, and you could have not left your house and gone on a spiritual journey. Some of you, a spiritual experience has happened, or it's going to happen within the next 3 days. And this spiritual experience, this is something that awakens you to who you actually really are. In such a remarkable way. There is a way that some of you are living in multiple timelines at the same time, in multiple dimensions at the same time. This is giving me Amy Adams in Arrivals. Okay? If you don't know, you know when you watch that movie. It's like you're living in multiple times at the same time. And there is a way that you know that things are going to happen. Some of you are mourning things that haven't happened yet. It's giving me this energy. And you could have premonitions, and the emotional component is how you know. The emotional component is, it's like that is something that someone could be making pasta from scratch. Okay, I was getting that here. The Barbie movie also, and now they're showing me this card from the Tea Leaves deck where it says strong love or hate. You could really hate that movie, or you could really love it, okay? And there's something here where somebody could be talking about that, or maybe you just recently watched it or something here. Look at this. I'm telling you. You have Judgment, and you have the Magician here with the Sun. And the Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, with Justice, it just keeps going. And we're back to the Page of Wands, where I was saying you could touch something and you have visions. Spirit wants you to pay attention here, because there's something that you're waking up to. If you made it this far in this video, you could be like, well, I'm not really psychic, but I would like to be. Okay, Spirit is going to show you how you are, and you're not realizing it. This happens a lot. Spirit is saying, pay attention to, did you pick up something and then your energy changed? You felt things in your body. You felt emotions that you didn't feel. You thought you had a daydream. You didn't have a daydream. You had a vision. There's something here about this. Okay. And you realizing this is helping you within your own independence. And there are all these new things that are going to come. Did I say an explosion of your psychic powers? I'm telling you, it's going to amplify to all these other ways that you are very, very psychic. Some of you, it's like all the women in your family are very, very psychic, okay? You could be a male and all the women in your family have been very psychic, and you are very psychic as well. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a woman. But, This is like, uh, some of you could have a tradition, like a family tradition here that stopped happening, and you're bringing this family tradition back out into play. You're like, oh yeah, remember we used to do this all the time. Let's do this. I want to do this. And there could be a deceased loved one who is reminding you, who is encouraging you to do a tradition. Even though you could be very separate from your family, but you could want to get together to do this one thing or something like that. Or some of you are going to modify a tradition to your own particular way. There is a way that you're going to have a beautiful life. And people are not going to understand how you get your money. You may not even understand how you get your money. Some of you, money is just going to keep showing up for you, and things are just going to fall into place for you. But it falls into place with, it's like you have done things to set yourself up for your future. There is this energy of thinking about your future, thinking about yourself for the long run, where you're going to be set up for the rest of your life, what you really want that to look like, and like whatever energy you get, putting it towards that. And it's a future that like delights you, whatever that is. And it could be like to the best that you can on a smaller scale. You're going to be given more, and it's going to get bigger. It's going to be able to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like, maybe you're just like, I really like my backyard, and I really want my backyard to be very beautiful. And so you just kind of put energy towards that. And eventually it's like, well, actually you're going to get to move to an even huge amount of land, and before you just wanted, this little amount, this little plot, to be nice. And now it's like, well, actually you're going to end up having all of this land, at your disposal. So it's kind of like when you're thinking about yourself in the long run, there's ways that you're going to be given so much more. You could feel there could be this shift in things, and things that worked for you spiritually don't work for you anymore. Things that you used to love and enjoy, if you try to go there now, there's too many people there. Some of you, spirit is like calling you to change the way, or you figured out recently you feel really great, or if you don't feel it really great, spirit is going to show you how to change up, like when you shower, when you use salt to cleanse, right? Maybe to not use sage, maybe to not have crystals, because these things get us to a certain point, and then they can, not help. Okay. But that's going to be different for everybody. So what is it that works for you? I feel like it's changing. It's shifting, because your powers are shifting, and crystals amplify. Maybe you don't need that, everybody is different. So it's not there is a way that who you are is changing. And now you're seeing what it is that you have. This is what I'm saying. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is very powerful. You have very powerful psychic energy. Some of you have premonitions, and they're right. They are right. So spirit wants you to start writing them down. And some of you, it's right when you wake up in the morning. It's like a huge amount of information. Some of you are going to be called to change about your day, how you do things. And this is because psychically you are like on point. Yeah. In a very beautiful way. There's something here where a bunch of things are going to be coming together, and it's fate. It's absolute fate. It's absolute destiny. Some of you, it's meeting a particular person. For some of you, it's a particular way that you are going to apply your passion to this platform, and things are going to explode. They're going to take off. Yeah. But some of you, it's just, you're going to be experimenting with your psychic gifts, your psychic abilities, how to utilize them, and how best you work, right? It's like Billie Eilish, she doesn't sing like anybody else. She sings completely different. And look at, right? And everybody could have made fun of her. Shakira, everybody made fun of how she sang. They said she sang like a goat in high school. Her music teacher made fun of her. And now it's like, look at her now, right? Everybody knows her name. So there's something here very beautiful about you doing something your unique way. Okay, but there is something here about right now, it's going to be happening. as we move into, especially this first week of December, but if you're watching this after this, it's like the next week for you, okay? There's a lot of different things you're realizing you have. Because in the traditional Knight of Pentacles card, and this is the thing here, all these different kinds of ornaments, all these different kinds of animals. He's got safari animals on here. He's got animals that can be found in the forest. There's birds, there's pandas, from all different places all around the world. There's all different kinds of trees. There's all different kinds of creatures, of animals, okay? So what this is, there's multiple kinds of trees. Yeah, there's even a live tree here. This bonsai tree, right? This is called a bonsai tree. I don't know, but what this is saying is there's all these different kinds of gifts that you're putting together. And this is skills from different lifetimes for you. Because you have lived all over this planet. Some of you have chosen to incarnate on Earth several times to help the elevation of this planet, the heightening of the vibration of this planet. You were asked to do this. Source could choose anyone, and they chose you because of the choices that you make. There's something here that involves destiny and the choices that you're making, and you realizing, because on the traditional Knight of Pentacles, if I can get this out, I keep getting there and then I get distracted. But all of this is a part of the message. It's like and this is what I'm saying. This is like what's happening for you. There's all these different things that you're realizing, and then you're putting them all together. So traditional Knight of Pentacles, he has the horse, he has the seed, he has the land. The land is already plowed. He knows what to do. He has the plow, he has the water. It's like he has the seeds, he has the land, he has the horse. He has everything and the knowledge, right? And the love of doing it. It's just doing it. So this week is you like realizing that you have the seed, realizing that you have the horse, realizing that you have, these are all different psychic gifts and passions and like business things and like meeting. Some of you are going to meet someone and it's like, oh, you meet somebody and they have a horse and then there you go. This is taking off or something, right? So something like that. And some of you, you're meeting someone who you have known lifetime upon lifetime. At this point now, you realize you're not just out here meeting people. You've met them in multiple lifetimes, okay? And for some of you, people are going to want to start to give you things. And it's very important that you accept this. And when you feel called to give to somebody else, you will, okay? But at the same time, I feel like it's really about you accepting some gifts here, because people incarnated to help you with your mission, because there's a whole new mission. Look at this. There's a whole new psychic mission. This is the High Priestess card here. It's a whole new psychic mission that you are on. That's why the Fool is here. That's why the Emperor is here. And this new journey is you and your psychic abilities, okay? And this new journey taking off and working for you. Your energy speaking for yourself. And the Emperor takes pride in what they do, and they do it to the best of their ability. Nobody does it like them, and they're balanced in all these different areas. There's a way they bring everything into it in a way that nobody can do it like you. And there is a thing here of like, there is a ton of psychics out there. There is a ton of people that channel, right? But nobody does it your way. There's a million singers, but nobody sings like Billie Eilish, right? And it's like, even singing her style, but maybe you sing about these different, there's a twist. And there's a way that you do things and things that you use in your work, and be open to different things, because there's a lot of different skills that you have. I'm seeing like the outline of somebody's face. You could start to see the outline of spirits. You could see it in tree bark, because now I'm seeing it in this tree bark here. For some of you, there's like spirits of the trees that are talking to you, that are speaking to you. And for some of you, the trees want to thank you, because there is a way that you have honored trees on this planet. You could have always felt like so called to like give your extra water in your water bottle to trees, okay? And or like, hey, don't carve your name into that tree. Like, they don't like that. It could be something from a very young age. Nobody taught you that. You just cared about that. And you have a spiritual connection. There's a way that psychically you work with trees, and you have in other lifetimes as well. It doesn't have to be specifically trees, what I just said, but there is something like that for you, and you're piecing that together. That's not nothing. Your psychic power, it's like the emperor doesn't hide. The emperor is like, this is who I am, and whatever they're given, they turn it into an insane level of success that is so their passion and is so like uniquely them. And it helps the planet. It multiplies, it grows. It is a way that they have passive wealth. It is a way that their energy, their reputation precedes them. And that this is something that it's just ingrained within their soul here. And all of this energy here is very powerful. You're very powerful, and you're going to start to see just how powerful you are. So this is like saying, don't give up, believe in yourself, okay? All right, Leo, this is what I have for you. I love you so much. You're going to start to see this world is mirroring you. I just saw 2112, which is mirroring numbers. You could look up what that number means if you feel called, but you're going to start to really realize that this world is a mirror of you. And in the past, there were a lot of energies that you were in the process of transmuting, and that's why you got what you got as far as your reality. And then this process of all this energy you came in here to transmute, you have done it. And now these psychic gifts can enter in. And this is the explosion that's happening here. It's like just starting this new journey, and it's like already taking off. That's how this feels. That's a lot. I feel like I just was like screaming in your face. Sorry. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I love you. Bye.